All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very long time, and I think my microphone's a bit loud. Let's just fix that up. But let me know if I'm too loud. It has been a solid, half a year now at this point. But hey, welcome back. I'm Digital Casts. I cast Valorant, obviously, and tonight it's going to be an LPL Evolution game for the Winter League, and it's going to be Rain Academy versus Hype Valorant. I'll be honest, I haven't really kept in touch with the leagues for quite a while now because, you know, the scene that fluctuates all the time, the push and pull, and a lot of new players have entered the scene, and a lot of new players in which I wouldn't have really expected almost. Some streamed, some just played casually, and then they realized, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good. Maybe I can actually do a bit more and go further, and that's why we are here tonight. But hey, look, Rain Academy, a team that has an org that has actually burst into the scene relatively recently. They've picked up a proper team and also an academy team at this point. For Rain, tonight it's going to be Jerky, 64. I know that guy. He actually did pretty well last year in Valorant. Kizax, Binjo, Arrow, and Cookie, all relatively familiar names in the scene locally. And as for the other side, Hype, somewhat familiar names, but a different org. Riv, Scythe, Solar, Illumi, and Zyfex, with a coach in the slot for them, Skeltsy. So yeah, some of these names are new, but I haven't really seen them compete at this level yet. But tonight, the league has just basically started. Let's see how they perform. And the maps for tonight looks like it's going to be Breeze and Fracture Ban, Bind, Ascent, and Haven. Bind, Ascent, a Haven Ban, and Pearl to finish things off should we get there. So let's see what happens. I'll be honest, I haven't played Pearl yet, so I may be a little bit iffy on that map. So I'm praying it's a 2-0 for either one of the teams. But hey, whoever wins, wins. So without further ado, I think the teams are ready. So I'm just going to go straight into it. And map 1 is going to be Bind. It's going to be just me tonight. Crash, unfortunately, is busy. So you guys are going to have to, stick with me as I observe and cast. It'll be casual, but hey, regardless, it's a nice warm-up to get back into it. All right. Now, Agent Big Select. The meta, it's changed a bit. New agents about every couple of months, and a lot of teams, you know, they tend to just struggle a little bit trying to adjust and stay on top all the time continuously. But look, once again, I'm not going to put too much pressure on either of these two teams or have super high expectations. I haven't seen them play at this level, so I'm not too sure what to expect. But regardless of Bind, it's good to see Astra back in action again, I'll be honest. And as for the attacking side, Rain looks pretty stock standard, I'll be honest. But Arrow on the Viper with Jerky on Brimstone, a double smoker composition, and Cookie on the Duelist, which, in case you guys don't know, this guy's a bit of a ranked demon. Plays a lot of Jet and makes me absolutely tilt when he is apes in. But that's the ranked experience. This is going to be in a more controlled environment. Things may be a bit different, but regardless, I have high expectations of the guy. Now, as for Hype, new agent Fade, and in saying that, I should probably check up on what her utility callouts are. I'm a bit rusty with it. That's what happens when you have real life work for a while. And Scythe on Chamber, Binjo on Chamber as well, who has been nerfed slightly, but I still think he's a pretty ridiculous agent. The only thing I'm curious about is Solar on the Astra pick. I don't know. I think Astra, it still takes some pretty good team coordination to get the most out of her. She's still one of those agents that I'm not entirely sold on. I would much prefer, say, an Omen or realistically Viper and Brim over her. But once again, I play Pro, so let's just see how things go off. Of course, cheeky little lineup just to get some intel early on. He gets popped, so they know at least one player's out there. Viper comes up, and the rest of Rain dead set to go over towards B. There's the 0 points, and Zyfex knows there is danger afoot. I don't really think they want to push into Hookah just yet, but that's a pretty good Viper. Cut off the sight. Zyfex, he's just a bit wary. They could be anywhere now. He doesn't know. Around the corner, there's a gun barrel. Sees 2. Unfortunately, can't really get a kill. Kizax starts it off nicely, entering onto sight. Now the defenders, they're kind of smoked off, but they still have control of Hookah at the very least. 5 players alive for the attackers. Spike to go down. And now it's the defense. They're basically playing attack site simulator at this point. Everyone just about coming from the same angle. Not going to be easy. Riv, you do have the haunt. Time it well with your teammates as everyone is going to leap onto a site and just try and dash in. Here we go. Here's the util to go out. Sky dash onto the site. First looks the wrong way. Binjo with the kill. And Illumi, you're joking! Paint shells for 2. And frags a 3rd. Rain, the tails have turned into instant. The paint shell again. Illumi is about to ace it on the pistol round with util and just a few shots of his ghost. That's a way to start the season. That's a way to start the game. Oh dear. That's pretty hype, I'm not gonna lie. Illumi putting on a masterclass for us. Round 1. And hype, they almost had no right getting back onto the site and having such success. One-man army and just a little of tight spacing for Rain resulted in a really unfortunate situation. Okay, Rain, well, that's rough. You gotta try to recover from that. Not that you really can. Back to sticks and stones, trying to get the best result they can. At least they've taken the orb. I think that was either Sky or Brimstone. Charging up the crucial ultimates later in the round, but overall just playing very safe here, poking and prodding. Trying to get the small wins.
Toxins going up.
This exact same defense structure coming out from Hype this round. Same Viper Wall. There's the flash coming out from Zyphex, but unfortunately can't quite get the kill onto Binjo. At least that's damage done on both sides. And just a little bit of intel guarded. Things once again slows down to a crawl. But dare I say in this round, Rain, they have a chance. Oh no, just to say that Illumi. Jumper's attack, spots out arrow. That's the smoke's gone now. That's crucial. They had very little advantages gun-wise. That wall may have given them something to work with, but now there's a TP away from Binjo. And the call has been made. A defensive hold. Positions get changed.
30 seconds
This could be a conga line, a firing squad. Riv makes a position known, but Illumi's around the corner. Might be first to engage. Smokes goes down. There's the haunt. Illumi, what do you see for us? 1 for him. He's hearing the footsteps, but he's still inside the smoke. Has been caught just yet. Kizax somehow taps away onto 2 players. The classic free gun, by the way. This eco so far going pretty well. Now 2v3. Bear in mind, they don't have much armor. No armor, all as a matter of fact. The one gun in their hands. They have to play this carefully. 1-on-1 now. Binjo, very low. Sky kind of is aware of what's happening. Gets the final kill. Hype takes 2, but Rain Academy, they got really close. Despite having no armor and basically eco guns, they did so much damage, got the spike planted, and made it into a 1v1. You take those dubs. Pretty good. And as a result of that happening, Hype, their economy, it's kind of busted right now. I mean, look at Sky. He's the only one to retain the Vandal into this round. The rest of his team, they're going to have a serious chat about what to do. Maybe Sky, he can drop the gun and use his util, the Headhunter, and try play it out. I think it's 6 bullets now, which is going to be quite stiff, I'm not going to lie. The Sheriff might be better in quite a lot of situations, but he does have full armor, so he might as well keep holding on to it. Well, half in this case. Rain. Here's the full bite. Got to be feeling pretty good about it. It's early game, but I do have an inkling that maybe Rain kind of favors this B site. Although this time the Viper Wall hasn't been thrown down just yet. The Seekers get popped. An arrow. The user wasn't quite there. I can see the intention, but unfortunately, it was just short of its mark. Inside the smoke, Cookie, there you go, with the paint shells, destroys Riv, but Illumi could be thinking he had Cookie just spraying blindly. This kid on Adderall catches a headshot, even with the Champions bundle. Let's see if he gets 25 kills. I want to see the Red Phantom. But for all intents and purposes, Hype, they shouldn't be able to win this round. Yes, you can detect the 2 players with the 0 point, but look at this, Rain, they're not struggling at all. They're just playing the super slow. 1 by 1, eliminating the plays of Hype, and Cookie ends it with a 4K. Nicely done. That's his ult online. And the new animation as well for the skin. Well, close game thus far. Hype, look, you can't really expect much out of them in that previous round. They weren't poised to get much out of it. And it kind of went about just as well as we expected. Although this round, Sky... Oh dear. Round 4 Operator Glass Cannon. It's a ballsy maneuver. But being Chamber, you do kind of have that get out of jail free card, so he's not stressing too much. Although Intel has been garnered a little bit by Kizax. And there's a dog as well. Scythe, be careful, but holding the angle. Another flash, he shoots the bird as well. That's both flashes gone for Rain. They have to wait for those to recharge at this point. Nothing to work with on the other side of the map though. Illumi frags one onto Cookie. There's entry fragger, and there's the showstopper, the ultimate available. Down and out for the count. I like the idea of the smoke, although I kind of feel it might actually come back to bite Hype in the ass later on into this game. As you can see, Rain, he actually got pretty deep inside, and I can totally imagine a situation in which they get more people in there, pop flash out, and then start to aggress onto the site. There you go, more flashes. Hype, the bleeding players now. Still 2 players defending on A. Zyphex has been revealed. He's got to be careful. One's around the corner, and it's going to be Arrow. One easy frag going his way. Illumi catches him before he can disappear into the smoke. Spike plants it. 3v3 post plant. And one player is miles away for Rain on the other side of the map. But Kizax first engaged with Illumi. I think they saw each other, though. There's the Haunts. And Kizax playing solid by himself. There's a showstopper. Kizax, you gotta be careful. Gets bombarded and exploded. Illumi on 3 for this round. They're basically retaking the site at this point. And oh dear, they're struggling. Rain, what do you do? There's a post-bot lineup, but it might be a little bit too late. There's the body block, but Riv might actually be able to get the stick. And they do just in time. I can't believe it. Jokey got a 4K in that round. Sprayed down both players, but the defuse, the molly was just a little bit too late. I honestly, in that round there, those final few seconds, I was getting confused. I thought he body blocked the molly. Didn't quite happen. And then I thought Jokey managed to take them out before the defuse came through. But as a result, a split second too slow, a nail biter, and Hype. Look at them now. Stolen away that round. Highway robbery. And Rain can't be happy with that one. The timing just off by that much. But hey, look, season's just started. Can't be too rough on them. It takes time. Oh, ballsy maneuver, running straight through by Benjo. Where was that collateral? He picks up 2. And on 3. Let's just absorb the pistols right now as Illumi. So sharp on this guy. Take him down. Long distance. And that is the operator into the hands of the defense, which I really think they should keep into the next round. Now, if I were Rain, you got 4 players standing, economy starting to build up a little bit, and site should be safe. Zyphex go for a solo hunt, but Rain, they really need to chase down that operator. Zyphex is gone, so of course, the comms should have been made, and Illumi looking to just stay alive and retain the gun. Let's just see what happens now. 2-man squad, trying to go for a hunt. Oh, Illumi, hope you got some nice flicks in you. 3 bullets, 4 players. First to engage, there's one, misses the flick, not even the leg. Position has been revealed. Now that's a TP as well. He could get pinched. The timing, the good hedge onto Arrow. Needs a second, but can't quite cock the second bullet in time. Cookie swings, Cookie gets the kill. That's the operator saved. Illumi, between a rock and a hard place, I'll be honest. In those situations, perhaps you could have gone over towards the attack side spawn. Just get a little bit deeper, get to those further corners of the map. Staying inside bathroom, you tend to be kind of boxed in with very little avenues of escape. And you kind of have to go for those kills. I get what he was trying to do. He's trying to save and try not to take the challenge. But look, when they're gunning for you, you gotta fight, man. And as well as for Hype, just to point out, Illumi doing some hard carrying right now. 12 kills for him. 2 players on his team sitting on donuts. But that's all right. It's a team game at the end of the day, you know? You can be support, you can be the bait. Just gotta get the rounds. That's what matters.
Concealment.
Defensive change-ups slightly different at this point. No longer Benjo, not Benjo, Chamber playing over towards B-side defense. Instead, it's gonna be Solar over towards Elbow, opting to give up Hookah at this point. Rain, they've been pretty successful in the past, especially to walk onto the site from the Viper wall. But Arrow, he's by himself. That could have been a really risky maneuver there. Should he go down, Rain, they may just have a tougher time trying to break onto the site. But look at the rotations coming from the defense. 4 players, 5 players all the way over towards B. And Binjo on a lone one-man mission trying to figure out what's going on. Fantastic flash and arrow. The one-man challenge gets that kill. I think they're starting to clear the A site, but Binjo looking the wrong way. Shoulder gets exposed and Scythe gets a freebie. Operator, well, Tour de Force gets pulled out. Looking to really lock it down. I like the smokes and I like the Viper Spit. And even the orbital strike just to flush Scythe out of heaven. Kizak, be careful. Don't risk your life in this situation here. Blind rain down. Trying to find a few kills. And Scythe, he doesn't have all hacks, but he has a good idea of where they are. A stray bullet catches arrow in the head. That's the Viper Spit gone. Massive advantage. And once again, Rain, you lose the Viper in a bit of a rough spot. Riv getting second on the Jerky. Kizak's fast swing goes for 2. And Cookie on his lonesome 1v1. But look who has the showstopper. It's going to be Cookie. And Illumi out into the open, trying to go for a defuse. Oh, God. Good bait, though. They both know what each other's thinking. And Cookie thinks he could be over towards Shower. A blind shot is all it takes. I'm surprised that Illumi's still alive. He swings, but Cookie still gets the kill. I'm telling you, this kid, his sensitivity, it's different. And just to say as well, good to see everyone in the chat having a great time. Unfortunately, I can't really read the chat. Can't really address you guys because it's a one-man show right now. It's hard. But look, back to it. Rain, they've equalized. Even Stevens, 3-on-3. And their economy, yeah, looking pretty good. 2 ultimates online as well. Kizak's for the second Seekers into this game. And Binjo hasn't really had to pop the, what do you call it? Tour de Force just yet. But this Eco Rush, it could pay dividends. Cookie getting a little bit angsty here. Escapes to safety. That's a ballsy maneuver, but he still gets out safe. Now, let's look over towards the A site. Sky has a lot of heavy lifting to do. And unfortunately, he will fall. Once again, another eco round for Hype. Not predicted to win this. Crazy things have happened, though. But Rain, playing as a team, really solid. Just sticking together. There's a spike plant. Everyone watching each other's backs, aware of certain flanks. And just ideally hoping that no one loses a gun. There's a flash, but Riv dodged it. This could prove to be something, but Cookie behind enemy lines smells something. That Vandal starting to grow some red rocks now. There should be another list, a name, crossed off his list. There you go. Easy. Illumi
Player standing.
trying to go for something there, but unfortunately, look, Sheriffs, it's a hard thing to use. Solar on his lonesome, no armor, only the Sheriff. Maybe go for some exits, but realistically at this point, he just gotta run in. He gotta lose his life, but this is a huge stack coming his way. He needs Deadeye, Red Dead Redemption style to get anything done. And unfortunately, it will be a flawless round going away of Rain. They take the lead. And the economy, looking so sweet. Everyone just about maxed out. And the ultimates slowly but surely charging up. Now, as for Hype, your B-side defense, you kind of have to think about what to do about it. Because whenever the site gets cut in half, you really have to think, do you want to challenge aggressively and risk losing lives? Or do you want to just hide behind the Viper wall and basically just go nuts to butts crazy when Rain tries to take site? Because the Viper wall, it's a double-edged sword. It does allow you to get onto the site relatively close, but you haven't cleared most of the site, so you'll be right in front of the enemies. Oh, hang on. Now, over towards the other side. Illumi, there you go. Trades out his teammates. Over towards Sands. And Seeker's R pops, but Solar, a bit of a risky spot here. 1 by 1, Hype is getting taken out, but at least the trades are coming through. A side has fallen. Spike goes down. But Solar has the Cosmic Divide. Pops it. Let's see. Cuts the site mostly in half. Blocking off showers. So I really do think at this point, you're going to see Rain try play on the site. Arrow, nice first shot. And Hype, what are you guys doing? Go into the site 1 by 1. Just bleeding players at this point. Ultimate has been popped, but no one is aggressing. The smokes holding them at bay for the time being. And Rain, they should have every advantage coming into this. Although Illumi, he might have something to say about it. Scythe drops. There's the kill into Jerky. Time is ticking away, though. Illumi for the second. And now it's all down to the final player. Arrow, what can you do for us? A headshot's all it takes. Spots out Illumi. There's the kill, but there's the half stick. Scythe, the pressure's against him now. Arrow should have this in the bag, but Arrow, what are you doing? Oh, not again, man. No, just a split second too late, and they lose the round because of that. Oh, goodness, Rain, they have so much success taking the sites, getting the kills, planting the spike, post ones, I'll be honest, it's not too bad. But however one comes to these clutch scenarios, one-on-ones, with timing, they try to wait it out, but instead they just fumble the ball. That's twice now. First with the molly, now with the swing. Oh dear. 4-4 and hype. I'll be honest, the retake looked really sloppy, but they just pulled it off. Luck is on their side tonight. Things happen. You gotta reset. And you gotta maintain a good mentality. Things just slow to a crawl. Rain trying to catch something. Now, where's this Brimstone looking jerky? Okay, that's a pretty interesting brick wall. I'm not too sure what kind of mortar they use in Turkey though, but Morocco, sorry. But yeah, must be really fascinating for him, looking to be a builder or something when he grows older. Over towards the A site, Arrow pulling the Nats sneak onto the A site. There's the Viper wall, and he's walked up pretty deep. But they haven't really tried to aggress onto the site just yet. Zyfex, the shoulder gets spotted. I don't think he saw Arrow at all. That's two players. Eve over towards U-Hole, but it's a fake. Wants the call here. Spike over towards the B site. There's one kill.
30 seconds
And
left.
Riv still staying alive. Riv trying to fight for dear life, but no, joking. What are you doing, man? Don't pull out your util in front of the enemy. The blast pack, and Riv still holding on for dear life.
Last player standing.
No right for him to stay alive there. Finally, he goes down, and it's all down to Solar. 1v4, 10 seconds. He just has to buy time, but Arrow, you're joking. Throws out the snake bites. There's the debuff, and leaps into his face. Gets that one shot, one kill. Things slowed down to a crawled out round, and Rain just getting really deep over towards the defensive side. They racked up quite the number of kills. And then towards late rounds, hype, they just had no one left to really hold things down. One by one, they fell. Couldn't really get the refrags. Things were falling apart. Even despite how convincing that round was, it's still a one-round difference between these two teams. And then Lumi, 15 kills at this point. He's got more kills than his whole team combined. Just saying. I'm speaking facts. Not saying anything else. It's just the math. Same story again. Although this time though, Arrow. Yeah, he's kind of getting pushed over for the defensive side, out over towards Shower. But nothing much is going to happen. Once again, good nades. It's going to flush out Riv. Illumi goes down. And Hype, they've been on these eco rounds quite a few times now. They don't have much to work with. It's a rough situation to be in. Once again, what can you do? You have classics, there's a headhunter, maybe a sheriff on someone. Nope. Try to do damage if you can. But Arrow, enemies behind him. There you go. Solar pops the little trademark. And Arrow gets a little freebie. Another Viper's bit online. And Hype. Trying to maybe go for a kill, but Skype is going to be a ballsy maneuver if he can't even get it. 3 players staring him down. And he's not even got a challenge. And look at Rain. No one is keen either. Everyone gets the hell out of dodge, and Hype, they have to die to Spike. There we go. Nicely done. I really would have liked to see them just try run in and maybe try and get a few kills, because what's the worst that can happen at this point? Rain, you really don't want to be prioritizing Kiza and Cookie to charge up the ultimates a little bit more. That's why they were pushing. But for all intents and purposes, their economy's really good. Basically, all the players have the ultimates or are close to. So Hype maybe could have tried to go for a challenge there. Just get something out of their hands, because not much to lose. At least just do a little bit of damage. But towards the end of the first half, it's going to be like climbing Mount Everest in your undies.
I'll find you.
Nice little change up from Hype, trying to go a little bit aggro over towards B-Long, but there's the smoke coming out from them, as a matter of fact. I can see what they were thinking, but Rain, they've really switched up their playstyle compared to the start of the half, and now opting to play much slowly. So far, it's been paying dividends. Crossfire's set up. Riv, should he TP out, he'll be walking right into the hands of the Viper of Rain. There's a little dog, gets put down. Doesn't see much though. Oh, good flash. But Rain, they don't want a challenge. They don't want nothing to do with that.
Toxins going up.
Arrow by himself, and there's the Viper to come up, but Hype, I think they might have got an idea of what's coming. They need to make a call right now to get something coming, but no one's playing aggressively to get intel. They have no clue what's happening, but slowly but surely, they should be able to piece it together, but no, just as I say that, there's a rotation back over towards B defensively. These two players stuck over towards U-Haul are going to have to pull off something monstrous. Honestly, they shouldn't even play on site. Just hold down U-Haul. This is the first kill for Sky. That's well done. And Solo are going to have to back off, but Rain might honestly push a bit deeper and buy some more than they can chew. Orbital Strike comes through, and there's the push from Aero. Gets the frag onto Solar. No smokes now to help the defenders retake. And here comes the Util. The Nightmare, I think that's what's called, the Nightfall. Illumi blasts open Cookie, but Rain, they are fragging back. It's all down to Illumi, the monster carry for Hype, trying to bring things back. But two players, each on one side. Are there lineups this time? I don't think so, because Illumi, he's stuck at halfway. He's just stuck at the entire way at this point. Jerky swings, doesn't see anyone. Illumi, another fake, trying to bait out a kill. He knows what's coming. Jerky stomping around like a maniac. And Benjo's so far away. Illumi, just stick the damn thing. He doesn't know. Trying to go for the kill. And Benjo, thankfully, got that final frag. I swear to God, that would have been a 5 to 7 half. Pros don't fake. His teammates didn't fake it. And they won those rounds. Rain Academy, they're gonna watch this back in the VOD review, and they're gonna realize things got a bit too close for comfort quite a few times there.
That works.
Have a good time out there. Perfect. They are so dead.
Last round of the half. Hype down by 3. But honestly, it's come back to territory. Benjo misses a crucial shot. That's intel gathered, and both chambers get the hell out of dodge. Although Solar, he's going to get in a little bit deeper just to try and lock it down. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, aggressive push from Hype. Good for none, actually. Can't find anything. But they do bait out the ultimate of a Cookie and a kill onto Solar. That's the half done at this point. Sky's going to try his best. The flash comes through. He gets just collapsed upon by the players of Rain. Yeah. All in all, to sum up the first half, basically Rain, they had a good grip of the economy. And Hype, they lost too many rounds being on eco. There's not much that they could do. There wasn't really a strat for them to try attempt on being the eco. Or I would have liked to see just the all-out eco rush. What do you have to lose, really? Do some damage. If you die, you die. It might just be season opening jitters so far. Hype and Zyphex and Solar just a little bit quiet. Riv as well. Illumi trying his best. If anything, Illumi, he's gonna be the closer one to getting that Campion's Phantom all red and hot. But in the second half, Rain, they doubled the score of Hype, leading by quite the deficit. Or quite the difference, I should say. But they're on defense. Hype, I haven't seen them play attack just yet. But sometimes when you do struggle a bit on defense, you lose players unable to hold down sites. You might actually play a bit better on the attack, being able to focus your firepower towards either site. Absolute silence coming out early on. Hype giving Rain Academy nothing to work with. So they don't know what's happening at all. They're rotating back and forth. 3 players over towards B. But hang on now. There's the little doggy. What's that? Nothing. But Rain, they're not going to go for these challenges early on. They're going to just hold back and let them plant. But hang on, where did that dink come from? You saw that Viper get dinked in the head or something. Arrow onto... Oh, dearie me. He's not going to be happy about that one. But Spike gets planted. 5v5 post-plant retake. 2 over towards Showers. Arrow should realistically be the bait at this point. The action's going down over towards U-Haul. It's getting a bit messy. Arrow pushes, catches 1. And then blast back as well. Holds the players at bay for a bit longer. And the defenders, they've done such a marvelous job. Solar, what do you do? 40 HP. There's the ghost. And then in the smoke, he's still trying to kill the Jerky, though. A second spraying around catches Arrow on 2 HP. Now, 1 player is all it takes. But Cookie, the nades are treating him so well this game. Throws it out into the open, catches a kill, doesn't even have to swing with the gun. I'm not gonna lie, the shenanigans coming up from these util kills. Oh, goodness gracious, haven't seen this in quite a while. But Hype, a crucial round that they needed to win. And now, yeah, things are looking a little bit rough. They opting to force into this. Make or break at this point. Double digits for Rain should they lose, and basically a path carved out to taking away map 1. I like the play from just then, giving Jerky the ult orb. They've thought about the strategy just a little bit on the defense. Get the freebies while you can, but look, Hypixel just rushing over towards the B side. One goes down, tip for attack, Jerky burns down Skyth as well, and look at this, Hype once again, they're struggling just a little bit, and Binjo somehow staying alive. Zyphex can't land the headshots, and Solar on his lonesome. Oh man. Mad dash over towards the A side. By the way, he has no armor as well. One potential smoke to work with, and the rotation's already here. Cookie swings, spots him out. And this is the Cookie special. Running and gunning on God. Get your Solar to out. That's double digits. All right. This is going to be rough now. Even more so than that previous round. Finally, a tactical timeout being coached by being called by Skeltsy. Coach for Hype. I gotta be honest. I feel like this should have been called a bit earlier on. Scoreline being 4-10. You don't really have much room to work with. Your room for error is closing as we speak. And yeah, Rain, they can just keep playing their game. Overall, from what I can tell right now, Rain, they kind of have a slightly better idea cohesively, but at the same time, it's almost a individual player class difference as well. Because in terms of like, say, notoriety, I do think that the players of Rain, they have been seen just a little bit more, and a lot of them do have a little bit more, what's the word? It's premium? No, what was that word? Pedigree, that's right, competing, especially players like Jerky, who has played towards the top of OC for quite a bit. Kizax, not really, I'll be honest. Binjo, he has played decently as well. Aero, same story. I think Aero, he played on Tiny Turtles at some point, and they actually put up quite a strong performance against, what was it, Wildcard and Old Mind Freak? This was a long time ago. But at the risk of sounding biased, Hype, ooh, they're kind of just running in now. They're probably going X mentality. Cookie with the ricochet paint shells. Oh, another kill going his way. Exploding players of Hype one by one. Skyth makes his position known, but the spike is basically at the attacker spawn. He's gonna go grab it, but what's the plan here? Illumi for 1. But still, it's a 2v4. The odds are definitely against them, to say the very least. And Skyth. One shot is all it takes, but he had the weaker gun. Well, actually, it's a pretty good gun, but Illumi does not care. With the Sheriff, that's 2 headshots for him in this round. The absolute tank of Hype
30 seconds
doing
left.
all their dirty laundry. But look, it's a team game. One man can't do it all. Although, like I said earlier at the start of the second half, when you are on the attack side, it can just be a little bit easier. It can.
10 seconds left.
Illumi drops down on the footstep as well. He gets revealed, and Jerky gets that freebie onto the backside of Illumi. Well, 11-4. And your regular scheduled programming continues. Now, I said Cookie, he's the one with the Champions Phantom, and I wanted to see the gun evolve a bit. But if anything, Illumi, bit of a raise difference to say the very least. 4 more to go, and he'll have that star-studded gun. Not that I'll get to see it, though. Real shame. Rain just really feeling it at this point. Looking to almost go for an aggressive swing. Stray bullets get pumped down range. Trying to get something, but it's not much going their way. Scythe, Vandal on the ground, but he has the Operator in hand. The Lumi, 1 kill onto Keyzax. And Cookie finds Scythe with the Roomba. And, oh, Scythe, man. That's just embarrassing. Behind the enemy lines, Zyphex, you just gotta look right. That's all you need behind the enemy now. Finds one onto Cookie. Excellent kill. There's more, though. And the spike is down. Hype have a bit of a tall task ahead of them. And Arrow, looking the wrong way towards his teammate, gets caught in the open. Now, Benjo, it's his turn to maybe get a return to sender. Guy, he's scared. The Vandal drop, he knows one's close, but just don't get tunnel vision. That's a very big gun you have in your hands. But guys, Hype, where's the backup? Scythe is by himself trying to go for the spike. There's a few players on site and 2 players going for the challenge. So Illumi swings. It's still 1 for 1. And now Benjo all by himself. The Operator in hand. Tall task ahead of him. And Hype, they make the right call. Try not to challenge A anymore. Run over towards B, in which they know the site is guaranteed safe.
Left.
And Benjo, I kind of think he has to go
Spike
maybe for a
planted.
save here, I'll be honest. But then again, they are by quite a few rounds. They don't really have to. He can try and go for the 1v3 for all intents and purposes. It's 1v2 on the B side right now. But those 2 players, they are playing right next to each other. The buddy system. So they shouldn't lose a trade. But if they split up, though, that's when things get rough. Plenty of util to play for. Benjo, so much work to do. Clearing all these angles. No smokes. And Chamber, a bit of a rough spot, you know, in these situations. Too much time has ticked away. Nothing to work with now. Just trying to go for kills, I like to imagine. Get some guns out of the hands of Hype. Break their economy a bit before the next round of Rain. He tried his best. Unfortunately, well, all the players of Hype sans Riv are going to retain their guns into this round. Oops. But by God, they need every advantage they have. 5 to 11, slowly but surely. Oh, damn. Hydrate, guys. It's very important. Now, it might just be me, but I do feel that as the second half goes on, Hype on the attack side are starting to get a little bit more comfortable. The only problem I see with it is they're so far behind. Rain being on 11, 2 rounds is all they need. So a lot of their work is cut out for them. Oh, no way. Benjo, what did you even hit? I swear to God, Scythe was behind the corner. Wasn't even the leg shot. That's criminal. A player down already. For Hype. And things just get harder. Illumi, let's just stay on him right now. Let's see what he can do for us. For Hype, actually. The Haunt, the Spike, looking to join them soon, but the Astra Stars have to go down. This is the problem with Astra. As soon as you put the util down, it's kind of a tell of where the team is going, because you don't have that much flexibility with their stars anymore. You can't just retain them. You can't take them back and just wait to play a fake. And you only have like 4 or 5 now. It's hard. But Spike down, Illumi trying to go for a one-man mission here at this point. Hunting, but the double swing along with the flash could be the death of him. He has to be ready for this. There's a flash. The Seekers come through first. Illumi, the flash was ballsy, I think, but Hype, Rib picks up 2, and that's the side potentially closed off. The Cosmic Divine is still lasting and it's given them so much room to play with. But Hammer, Cookie, and Benjo decides to move on to the side 1 for 1. It's all down to Cookie, but Riv, the hero for Hype, just when her team needed him the most. Her? I'm sorry. This could be the same Riv. That's a female. I'm not too sure. I'll be honest. Someone correct me in the chat, please. But a triple to basically bail them out. Get them away from match points. You don't want that nail in the coffin. Rain in that round, they had a good idea. Just kind of stumbled, is what I would say. And getting past the Cosmic Divide, they kind of took this week time, and then the retake push, it was a bit too discombobulated. One side pushing too fast, and the other taking their time. And before you know it, Hype, they managed to get a good grasp of things, and despite all the chaos, and yeah, they bring things back. You know, this is good. They've taken B long control for the most part. It's quite a lot of info, but Rain getting a taste of their own medicine. Basically what they did to Hype in the first half. Cut all noise, give them very little room to work with. In saying that though, Arrow manages to pick up one. Good shot. The trade back from Sky. Now that's one of the two smokers gone. And yep, good fundamentals. Juggle the gun away. Give them no advantage whatsoever to play with. Because look at how aggressive they are. Rain. They know they're up by a few rounds. They're not afraid to push. Just get deep. Oh, but look at this. There's the push. Keys are unbelievable. 2 taps. He gets those 2 kills onto Hype. And now, once again, Hype on the back foot. 2v3. 30 seconds left. They have the spike, but however, look at the rotations. The pinch as well. Here comes Cookie. Spawns out Zyphex. Once ahead is all it takes. And Illumi, you've been a monster for your team. Now or never. You have to pull through above and beyond. Things will get harder from now. In a 1v2, not only that, but the last 2 players, they are going to have rifles to work with. No doubts, they picked them up. There you go, one on Cookie, and also on Binjo. The spike plant over towards A. Illumi, let's see how he's set up. He has quite a lot of util. The paint gels, 2 blast packs. And any good player will know you have to take the advantage. Make it a 1v1. But Rain, they're playing this together. And Binjo doesn't even give Illumi the benefit of the doubt. Match points. Rain. They regain control. They rein it in, actually, is what I should say.
Thrifty.
Oh, Illumi, there's your maxed out Champions Phantom.
Match point.
Too bad he doesn't have the skin. Poor guy. Unless. Nah.
Can I get a drop?
One can wish. And the worst part as well, the economy for Hype, it's kind of broke. That's the story of their life for basically most of this game, actually. And Rain, yeah, they smell victory. They want to take it into map 2, which was it Ascent? Oh, goodness gracious. My memory is failing me right now. Oh yeah, it is Ascent map 2. And honestly, given from what we've seen so far, it could be a 2-0 series. Rain, they're playing pretty strongly. And Arrow pops down the Viper Spit. Has the Vandal though. It's a bit of a risky gun to use. Your traces can be spotted, and the barrel flash as well. If they're too close to you, they can trade you out rather easily. But Hype showed some aggression over towards the B side, so unfortunately won't have to back off. And look at that defensive wall as well coming up from Arrow. Just makes it a bit harder. There's a Nightfall, and Arrow, he's afraid. Spraying bullets down range, blindly trying to catch something. That's a lot of damage done, actually. Look at the players. They're held off. There could be tags up. The pages come through for Illu and Arrow. He could be in a monstrous situation right now, but no, it's only 1 kill going his way. But however, the attack is Hype. They do manage to go into the sites, but the defense, they're already here. 4 players all on A. The pinch as well. Hype, they have to read into this. They have to rotate the hell out of dodge. There's a kill for Solar, and Jerky just spraying through the smoke. Gets the trade back. The TP over towards B, Spike as well. They can at least get the spike down and give them some sort of a advantage. But it's 2v3 against match point. Seekers a pot, and everyone for Rain going the exact same way. I'm not too sure about this one. But on the flip side though, look at where Hype are playing. They're playing together, which is great, but they're not on site. They're playing off site. The spike is not even bloody planted for them. Oh dear. I got a really bad feeling about this. Yep. Well, here comes a retake. All 3 players suppress, no util, and Binjo starts the defuse. He's sticking away, and Keyzax picks up the final 2 kills. Oh, Hype, the spike planted for a hookah and long, but instead they opt to play over towards defender spawn. That is disaster. Pushing through the smoke as well, not really banking on the fact that Jerky still had a couple of brim smokes left up his sleeve. And that is one of the benefits of having a double smoker setup. Should one go down, you still have another as backup for either site takes or retakes. 13-6. Map 1, going over towards Rain. Relatively comfortably, I won't lie, towards the second half, they kind of had some issue closing out. But all in all, they more or less maintained control. They were challenged slightly by Hype, mostly by Illumi, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, look, game one, they haven't played each other in at all, as a matter of fact. So game one, jitters, it's a thing. It's winter right now. It's cold, so I will give Hype the benefit of the doubts for the time being. But yeah, that's map one, done and dusted. So as usual, short little breather, 5 minutes. Go get some coffee, go hydrate the players. They can warm up their hands. It's kind of cold, I'm not gonna lie. Me too. And we'll see you soon for map 2, which is gonna be Ascent. So don't go away. All right, ladies and gents, I got a little bit carried away on my break there, drinking my coffee. And hello, I'm back. Digital Cast, LPL Evolution, LPL Valorant Evolution, Winter 2022. Got to get that right. It's been half a year. I'm a bit rusty. Don't put it on me just yet. It's a casual night. And so far, Rain Academy, they're kind of looking pretty comfortable. I'm not going to lie. And Hype, not too crash hot. Some of the players a little bit cold to start off map 1. So far, Illumi has been putting up one hell of a show. Basically, one-man armying through this. But in a best-of-3 series, you need a bit more than that. So map 2, I do hope they can come back stronger. Map 1, I'll just write it off as a warm-up game. Now, as for my little friend here, that's my dog, Butter. I hope you find that she's cute. If you think she's cute, say, Butter is cute in the chat. I don't know. Maybe follow her Instagram as well. BUTTDOG. Butt dog. That's right. Regardless, though, back onto the cast. So far, map 1, Bind. All I can really say is Rain. They kind of had the better idea in terms of strats and whatnot. Only a few times there, they kind of messed up their timings, especially on the attack side, and really just didn't really want to swing the defuser for Hype, and missed out on, I think it was 2 to 3 rounds in which they shouldn't have lost, really. And if they didn't, it would have been a much more devastating scoreline, 13-3 potentially, right? But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because this is Evo. It's going to be best of 3 series for all the games, and map 2 will be Ascent. This time, Rain starting off on defense, and for the attack, it's going to be Scythe. And teams that look to be ready, I'm going to start it now. So let's get right into it and see what Hype has in store for us, because they're going to have to pull out something a little bit ridiculous to bring us to a map 3, which, once again, guys, I hope it doesn't, because I'm a bit rusty on Pearl, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Okay, Agent Pick Select, Illumi on the jet. Okay, now that's a carry agent if I've ever seen one. Hype have a pretty good idea of what they want to play. I'll get into it a bit later, but look, Solar on the Astra, I'm still not really sold on it. I have seen teams play it a little bit, but I think you have to be a really high tier team to get the most value out of her. Otherwise, the site gets a little bit foretold, and for defense, you kind of struggle if your util gets baited out early on. But look, we'll see what happens, because just as I say that, Rain, they also lock in the Astra. I really think Omen is probably the better pick on Ascent, but that's just my opinion, right? Benjo pulling out Cypher, an agent that I haven't seen in a long time on this map. But, yeah, relatively a similar composition on both sides. So it just comes down to the best player, I suppose, at this point. All right, we into it. Rain, of course, on the defense side. Let me get the graphics changed over. Score as well. Now, what? There we go. That looks nice and tidy. There, guys, one-man production crew. Cut me some slack. I'll give it my best shot, but I'm not gonna lie. When you're trying to focus and spit bars while everything's going down and change the camera, it's not hard. I wish Crash were here, but unfortunately, man's too busy. He's preoccupied with another tournament. Hype starting off on the attack side. Early 0 points, and the Horns as well to retaliate, just getting some A-long control or trying to get some intel, as a matter of fact. But Rain, the 2-man squad over towards mid, short. Ideally trying to go for a pick, but here we go. Keyzax getting a little bit thirsty. Walking up. What can he get for us? Zypex hopping around, and the tap, the right click, takes down Keyzax. And there's one player down for Rain already right off the bat, but that's a lot of stomping footsteps over towards the A site. There's the ult orb and a mad dash rotation coming out from the defense. Rain, they should know what's coming. The flashes, the nades, everything. Arrow runs right in, and things just devolve into an absolute mess. Jerky, the flicks, what do you have for us? Absolutely nothing. One kill, and he goes down like a sack of bricks. Cookie, I think he's angry because he got shot through a smoke. But bullets that weren't even meant for him. Benjo grabs his gun. They probably heard that, know where he is at this point. 1v4 on the retake. Yeah, he's gonna need a bit of luck, and a bit more than that, to try to get this to happen. Essentially, it's 1v5 as well if you count the Killjoy turret, the Phantom 5th man. First player engagements onto Illumi. Didn't happen. Triple kill for Illumi. Easy peasy. And that's a tech pause. Because one player, Kiza, he seems to have DC'd. So I'm hoping the teams here, they can actually call the tech pause, so I don't have to do it. Boom! There we go. Looking beautiful. All right. Second map. Round 1, pistol round. Rain can't win them all. And Hype, that's what I was saying on map 1. However, map 2 was just a little bit slower. When you're on the attack side, you don't have to worry so much about individual performance and being able to lock down certain parts of the map. Just go together as a whole squad and just dominate a single choke point. You should mostly be okay. Rain, they had the right idea, the rotations, but I think individually they just kind of had different gameplay ideas. Some people holding back, some people rushing in. And one by one, they did fall. Yeah, it does look like Kiza, his PC, maybe just blown up for a bit. He's trying to MacGyver it to come back to life. Would be a shame if he couldn't come back, but to be fair, maybe Rain, they could use the handicap. Totally not biased though, regardless. Alright guys, as usual, it's 2022. I haven't done a stream in quite a while. If you like the content, give us a follow. I should be casting more games this year as I have more free time. Work in real life has been pretty flat out for the past few months, so I've been pretty away from the scene. And besides, in OC, Valorant, there's not much happening. So it's good to give everyone, all the players, something to do. Leagues, Grims, the 10-man server, it's good. Alright. He's back. Amen. And Hype, they should be back on full alert, to say the least. Now what to do? Rain, in a bit of a situation that they're not really familiar with, dare I say. Being on the eco, that is. And on the previous map, I really said that Hype, I wanted to see them go for some more aggressive strats when they were on eco. Maybe just go for a YOLO push as a stack. Because what's the worst that can happen? Get a few kills, do some damage. It's something. Quantity over quality sometimes. But Rain, a couple of shorties on hand. Kiza, the flash behind him. Oh, he spots at 2 players. But unfortunately, the pump brings Illumi down to 2. No heals for him this time. But my goodness, that's a pretty good value. A kill would have been better. But one can hope. One can dream. Solar takes down Arrow. B-site is basically cracked open, but Hype, they're taking this super slow. They don't want to risk anything just yet. There you go, the util. Everyone coming as a whole team. Hype, they're taking the sense very seriously. Perhaps this is what they're comfortable with. Whoa, hang on. Oh, Illumi was on 2 HP, and he jet dashed into Scythe's Nanoswarm. Everything was going so well for them. That's rough. Your own worst enemy is yourselves. But Rain, with classics, and a couple of shorties actually. Really not poised to get far on this retake, and Hype, they have the range advantage, the gun advantage, even pulling out the recon drone as well, just to make sure that Rain have no way back into it. But I do think Rain, being how passive they are looking to just play for exits. Now, point blank, Jerky might be good for something here, but Hype, they don't have to go and rotate out over towards defender spawn. That's right, go over towards main, and Jerky walked into a firing squad, and Cookie, quantity over quality, just as I was saying. Still got a kill. It's better than nothing. But Hype, they won the round. 3 players standing. 3 is the cutoff. If they had 2 standing, it would have meant a little bit of a disaster coming into this round. But for all intents and purposes, they are swimming.
In this reality?
Now, as you can see right now, Illumi on the jet, he's decided to force up into a Vandal really early on. I get that he was really confident and fragging out map 1, but map 2, sometimes don't let your confidence get ahead of you. But let's just see what happens, okay? I do have reasonably high expectations for him. Guy's remarkably sharp. But Rain, they should have the handlebars on this one. There you go. Solar just walks in by himself. Gets executed. That's a smoke's gone now. You don't have to rely on Illumi's jet smokes to try entry onto the site, which you really shouldn't. It's not going to work out too well in your favor. Oh, what a dink from Joker. Catches Illumi. That's the Vandal force up. Down the crapper. River's gone from Cookie. The tag team. The pinch. I think it's falling to pieces now. Hype, just individually trying to get something done. Zyphex has regained the spike, and he has grabbed the Vandal as well. And Skype, he's gone on one-man mission, and catches Binjo staring at his iPad. Kids, don't text and cross the road. You could get hit by a car.
Last player standing.
Zyphex, last player standing. That's fine. Gets the kill. Spike planted. Get one more. Make it a 1v1. Honestly, it's so doable. You have a Vandal. It's one shot to the head. Spots out Kiza. And that's right. You don't want to be challenging that jiggle peek angle. Usual from Zyphex. It's a bit ballsy. I'm not gonna lie, and there's the suck as well. Zyphex gets pulled out into the open. Jerky. Just made toast of him. So despite the wacky buy coming out from Hype in that round, they still took out 3 players for Rain. That's a pretty good result. Now, the only thing is, do they have enough? Yes, they do. But gun-wise, Hype, they should have the advantage by far coming into this. So I just want to see how Rain, they play this weaker buy round. 2 players with rifles. Cookie, 2 away from the showstopper. There is a possibility that he can maybe get something done out of that. But it's just unlikely. Sheriffs, don't underestimate them. But in a round like this, Hype, I think maybe just try brute force it over towards one side. Play together and just play the gun and man advantage, potentially. Teaser goes out into the open, takes down Riv. There's no support. There's the Aldrin. Why weren't they waiting for it to scan a few players first? Regardless, though, Zyphex, he does frag back. It's good retaliation, but still, that's a gun down for them. And it's basically an eco round for Rain. So any kill they get is going to help them get closer and closer to a Thrifty. Benjo, there's the kill onto Sky.
Down mid.
And just as I was saying, that's not what you want. That's a long bloody shot as well. Jerky.
Concealment.
What do you got for us? There's the Astra Stars. Gotta wait a little bit. Play it safe. The arrow doesn't spot anything, and Illumi dash onto the side. He gets revealed. Solar with the push, and the instant frag. Jerky should have shot the arrow, but arrow, what was that? No intel whatsoever. Sprays through blindly and catches a frag going his way. Now Hype, they're a man down. The wall about to explode. What in the world? Cookie, you gotta relax, mate. Through the wall. That's a lot of damage down. Now it's all down to Illumi. The crack player himself, unable to land a single shot. Arrow gets it all by himself. It doesn't say Thrifty, but Rain, they had a much weaker buy in that round. They went aggro. They caught all the kills one by one, and they swung the tide into their favor. Hype, they had the advantage. Everyone had rifles. They should have been able to outclass the Sheriffs, but once again, just individually, they get out-frags and taken out in awkward angles. And then late game, it's just a struggle for the remaining few players of the team. Oh, the horns from Arrow get spotted out. Paint shells, and there's a wombo combo, but thankfully they saw this coming. But Cookie, he just walked around the corner and just catches Sky. And Lumi playing Jump Frog. 3 for Cookie. Come on, just get those eco frags. Pad your stats a bit. Guys trying to break his wrist. Solar says enough of that. Kiza steals the kill, but Rain, oh my goodness. When they smell the eco frags, everyone comes pushing and they start flicking around. Lead has been taken by Rain, 3-2. Now, I know, once again, there's a lot of Valorant to be played, but still, it's a very early game. But Hype, overall, as a team, they're playing a lot more cohesively, dare I say. The only issue is, once again, you gotta win these duels, and when you line up and get stacked and you know, get sprayed down, by individual players. It's not a great look, and it's not a great situation to be in, obviously. A lot of util and ultimate invested to basically crack open the A site, and Jerky, woo! Could have been good for something there.
Spike planted.
For 5v5, post-mount retake and Jerky. He basically caught out in the open. The Xiao drone spots him out, but it's okay. And also, there was the 0 point just to buy a little bit more time. Now, a lot of the util for Hype has been used up. They kind of have to just hold steady now, and it's good they're playing on site because if there's any smoke coming out from the defenders, it's a hard time for them to break back onto the site. Tons of util coming out from the defenders now. Cookie's broken onto the site. It's just madness everywhere. Guns, bullets, blood, everything. And Rain. I missed all the kills, unfortunately, but hey, got all the kills, losing only one player in the process. Their util dump was just a bit better. And that's a site successfully retaken. And this is why, boys and girls, you should save some util for the post plant. It was a good idea that they all played on site and trying to cover each other's angles, because when you take site that easily and you rush on, it you know the defense hasn't really used any of their smoking util just yet, so they can still lock you off certain angles, either short or a long. And if you're trying to play a post plant, it just makes your life that much harder. But unfortunately, the nades, the flashes, the whatnot, smokes all coming in at the same time. The sucks as well, along with the what do you call it, the showstopper from Cookie. It just incites so much madness that's hard to focus on so many things happening at once. So good timing by Rain to really bring it back in that realm. Kiza, Jet Operator. Not too sure where that shock that was going. Lifex. Alright, bud. Fear tactics, but he has given away his position, maybe. And like, I kind of feel it at some point here. He's going to swing the angle, and he's going to get caught out. Oh, there was that little Seeker. Didn't catch Solar, though. That's nice. But the smokes, and Illumi once again, jet dash onto the site. The dashes, the flashes, the whatnot. A site completely taken. Now this is scary because I really think that Rain, they're more than happy to just play retake as a 5-man stack. And this is when things once again get very dangerous. Blades are popped, eyes on Kiza. Cosmic Divine, Riv to start things off, catches out Binjo. Kiza dashes in, misses! What was that from Riv? Oh my goodness, I thought it was a player jumping. But it's just guns and blood, guts and glory everywhere. Sky sprays down 2. And that was all down to Cookie. Last player standing, gets caught in the reload. Solo, somebody didn't get the kill. You don't want to be challenging Cookie, and indeed, that's what he's doing. Cookie having to choose right now. Blast pack to go somewhere. And no, he gets stunned as well. The debuff, Sky, a swing. Oh, so easy for him. Too much util, the Phantom. Third man again. Killjoy's util. Just made Cookie's life a living hell in that situation.
One second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astral to place some stars.
Hype, despite map 1, map 2 coming in much stronger and nipping at the heels of Rain, especially their A takes. B, I'm not gonna lie, has been a little bit disastrous. The attempts haven't gone so well, and when they do, you know, that one time Sky, I think he burned Illumi to death. But this time over towards A, they're basically running onto the site as an entire unit, and they come out rather successful. And I guess that this could be a potential weakness of Rain they could exploit. When they don't have as much util, especially ultimates to play with, to cause all that madness and chaos, they may struggle just a little bit on the retake. Or realistically for Hype, you just have to go for some early frags to make their lives a bit harder. Nice little egg getting thrown there to clear some angles and maybe ideally try bait out a rotation, but one player down now. There's going to be 2 players at site. So really for Hype, it's going to be free reign. They can go anywhere they want. Those 2 players over towards the B side making some noise, and it's keeping rotations just a little bit over towards B, but one player running over towards A. There's a smoke down. I think it's defensive though, if I can see clearly on the map. And there is still the Astra suck as well from Jerky. But He might just be caught off guard here. They know where he is. The jet dash onto the side. He's getting a little bit chaotic. Oh, that's a fantastic recon arrow. What was that? The Haunt, actually. They pick up all the players of the attackers. 10 seconds. Hype has waited too long, and there's still players on the other side of the bloody map. Sky, 4-1, has a spike. Time has run out, though. Needs to get the bloody kill. And Arrow has to hang off the DLR. 10 seconds. Runs around, right-clicks Sky, and he stays alive. Oh, no. Mismanagement of timing cost Hyper that round. Oh, hang on now. There's a tech pause. I wonder what's up. Skyther has DC'd. Don't know if that has anything to do with it, but oh, that was a brutal round to watch. All series long, we haven't seen Fade's util get put into much use. But finally, when the Haunt goes right, by God, it caught everyone. And that was just freebies. Good side hold. Another tech pause, as per usual. These games, that's what happens all the time. But Hype, this is a chance for them as well to basically have a chat with their coach and just talk about what went wrong there. They waited too long. They had very little information over towards mid and over towards the A site, banking it all on keeping rotations over towards B, despite getting an early frag on one part of the map. Some can argue that after getting the first frag, they should have just doubled down and aggressed over towards A bit faster. They do have the util, especially the jet dash, smokes and whatnot, to essentially get past the Astra suck. But that does leave the rest of the team in a bit of an awkward situation, having to wait it out. And it was just a matter of timing. We all saw Aero rotate from B side over towards A. Literally, if Hype had pushed a bit faster, there would have been no Haunt for them to play with.
Catch them.
Scythe? Okay, he played individually, just ran out there and gets exploded by Cookie again. A Haunt to play with. Oh my God, it scanned all the players and Arrow biting him more than he can chew. Now Cookie, it's his turn, but instead he chooses the smart play to back off. But this is what I was just saying for Hype, right? They got one initial frag, and instead they ape over towards the B side. Cookie breaking his wrist, quad feed going his way. Finally gets put to rest, but it doesn't matter. His teammates are there to clean things up, and Hype, oh, they all got revealed by the Cypher util as well. Completely dominated. It must be so nice being young, you know? Having quick reflexes, being able to play on high sense. I can't do it anymore. He's feeling himself. That was a really good moment to have. Now, tactical timeout coming up from the side of Hype. Not too sure. Maybe they wanted to play a little bit more aggressively and fast, but it really didn't work out in their favor. And this is what happens when you dedicate a lot of your resources and time over towards one part of the map, a site,
Enemies nearby.
in this case and point, and they don't really know what this defensive setup was over towards B. I think it's only been twice or maybe 3 times at the most that they've managed to work their way onto the B site. And one of those rounds was when they actually came through mid. So basically for everyone else, it was through B main. They don't really know the defensive setups quite yet. And on the flip side as well, just to mention, you saw a few rounds earlier on, Zyphex on Sober, right, with the shock darts playing top mid, throwing out the his util down over towards mid, maybe trying to catch a jet operator. I'm not too sure. Alternatively, what you do see a lot of his shock darts being used for is simply to destroy the Cypher util, just like that trap right there. Cookie, easy peasy, explodes solar. And that is the smoke's gone for Hype. Kiza pushes down mid, catches a player out in the open. That's 2 rounds now, back to back. Hype, they invest too deep over towards B main, and they get punished heavily for it. Bumping over towards the A site. Balls to the wall. At least they take the site. Door has been closed. Like Kiza trying to get something done here. Illumi, full 1. Dawn gets closed and Spike should go down, but Binjo does manage to catch a frag. There's a Nightfall, and this makes the last 2 attackers' lives absolute hell. Illumi can't get anything done. Kiza just runs into Zyphex's face, double pumps him. And Rain, they just stomp over their dead bodies.
Here.
Illumi, bit of a uncharacteristic, maybe fall from grace, if I may say so myself. Map 1, basically top fragging in the entire server. But now map 2, a bit quiet, despite being Jet on the attack side as well. In which you can argue that being Jet on the attack side, your role is to get in there and just die, and your teammates have to trade you out. Or, as a duelist, eyes are on you to get a lot of the kills, which kind of is what they're trying to do. Especially now that they've given the Blade Storm over towards him. Well, I don't think they can really get much out of it, though. And Rain, once again, just super rock-solid defense. The buddy system everywhere that they can go. util setup as well. This defense looking just a bit impregnable. I think that Hype really has to go aggro at some point here and get a kill, ideally. Either over towards B or A, just to crack open part of the map. Make some of the util useless. Oh, Scythe, that's good onto Cookie, but however, maybe busting more than they can shoot. And Arrow, what is that, man? Just sprays down, catches 2. They're trying to resurrect him, but Binjo sprays through the smoke once again onto Res, catches Zyphex. 1 by 1, Hype, they're bleeding players now. 1 player detained, and that's fine. Arrow's safe. The Seeker.
One enemy
And
remaining.
he will thirst Riv. And it's all gonna be the last player standing.
30
Guy
seconds left.
with the Sheriff. Oh, honestly, I thought that headshot was gonna land. Unfortunately, it didn't. And Rain
Last round
really
in
starting
the
to run away with this game in the first half actually. They found their comfort zone. They found
I got enough time to go
the
into the Astral
groove
form.
that they need to chain a few rounds together. And Hype, it looks like they just logged out. So much util used, and unfortunately, they just couldn't find anything. And it's just a bit of a danger as well, trying to push into a choke point at times, blind with very little intel gathering util. You can't see anything, and you just get mown down completely. Look at Kiza, what on earth are you doing? Cookie picks up the operator himself. Good for 1. Don't get greedy though. You can't escape like a Jet or Chamber. On the flip side, look at Illumi. Getting a bit deep. And the Astra smoke don't last for very long. There you go, it pops. Nice. 1-ups Kiza, who really kind of backed himself there in that re-peak. I don't know. 4v4 now. There's a crucial kill. On the flip side, look at it. 3 operator sets up. Rain, they're so rich. Arrow as well. You should have missed this as a previous Jet main. First shot to come down. Guns get swapped. Don't hold on for too long, though. Inside the smoke, things get chaotic. The kill's not going their way. Rip for 1. Cookie does trade back, but site has been taken. And the spike to go down.
Spike
Jerky.
planted.
Oof! He gets spotted out, and not like this. The Hunter's Fury trying to track him down. Zyphex can't get nothing out of it. And Jerky going to have to wait for his teammate to get in position before they attempt anything. The double swing from both angles here. Either they come out successful or they both fall. The smoke over towards short of all places, I think. Hard to tell. Oh no, it is over towards long. That's what puts 2 players off the site. Binjo for 1 tracks down Illumi, but the spike is sticking away a bit past half point now. He has to double down and a defuse. The suck, he's done for.
One enemy remaining.
Unless he get the shot onto Solar, but Zyphex, great timing with the double bounce, clutches it out, ending the half 4-8. But
Switching sides.
it's a better scoreline than map 1, but they still have so much to make up for.
Should I play some stars in this reality?
Very similar situation compared to map 1. Hype in a crucial turning point. A crucial must-win pistol round. But can they do it? That's the real question. Rain now on the attack side, and some of the players are looking fierce.
Bring them down.
Okay, so there's a 0 point. He does get popped, and Rain coming in with a vengeance, destroying all the util. Old Torb has been taken. A lot of footsteps as well, over towards A. And Hype just a little bit wary of what's to come, perhaps. On the flip side, though, looking over towards mid, no one really for Hype is getting the info or trying to play a bit aggro. But neither is Rain. There are the smokes, though, and that could just introduce a little bit of fear and panic into Hype. Noise has been cut. And unless Hype, they go for some intel gathering play just with their bodies, at the very least, swing some of the angles, they might just be a little bit worse for wear. Illumi has to land crucial shots there, can't get it done. Kiza tapping away with the jet dash as well to escape to safety, but Kiza is missing all the crucial shots. He'll have to smoke himself to safety. Equal damage being created both sides. But look, it's going to be Zyphex on his lonesome, and this is a full B side stack from what I can tell. Zyphex staying inside B main, more than happy to play retake with his team, and this smoke could be a game changer. Here comes Aero around the corner, but no! Zyphex walks around, still gets the kill. A second tap. Scythe as well, taking down Kizax. This is looking so good for them. Rain. Chaos has been introduced, and they're in the shit now. All to do. Jerky can't quite secure the kill. The play is so low. Binjo, maybe he can grab a ghost, get the spike, but 10 seconds. They have to get it down now or never.
10 seconds left.
And Hype, they're more than happy to let them plant the spike. Headshots is all it takes. Some of these players, 2 players, are so low. Don't let this be how it goes down. Riv, 1v1. Jerky might just be able to clutch this, and indeed he will. Triple for Jerky. Rain, their back's against the wall. And you don't do that for a caged beast. They came out on top. Oh, that's rough.
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astral to play some stars.
They had every advantage, but unfortunately, I just want to say a little bit of time mismanagement. 10 seconds left. They just had to hold the spike and make sure, well, I wouldn't say hold the spike, but, you know, just make sure that they can't make it onto the site. Play the objective and play the kills. You had the numbers advantage. There should have been no reason why you couldn't do that. But Rain on this round now, they do a B split, rush through mid and B main, and they spray down the pistol players of Hype. This round should be a freebie going their way. Lumi gonna try his best. Kiza shuts that down real quick. Solar and Riv, and Solar has so much to do here. Letting them pass, tapping away. Oh no, it's disaster! Only a dink, and that's it. Riv as well, the Cypher trap puts her in a rough spot. Ooh, good jump though. They may not have even heard her. Binjo with the wide swing and the spray with the Spectre puts her to rest. Rain on double digits, and Hype a bit desperate. You have to pull something out of the bag. Pack timeouts have been used. Maybe they still get one in the second half. I don't think they've used one in this half just yet, but
Here.
It's a full buy round. Rain already on 10. 3 more is all it takes. And they're comfortable. And you don't want a team to be comfortable. They start getting away with things that they shouldn't. They start landing the frags that seem almost impossible. Good lineup on the Haunts. Wide angle! And Illumi catches Kiza, just not quite fully clearing the angle. That's a good start. Close range though. The A split about to come through. Oh, Illumi, well, not the U-dash in the smoke! Couldn't quite cover Solar in time, but it's okay. At least he avenged his dead friend. Now, the players of Rain stuck outside A main, and that's a massive 0 point as well. Precious information gathered. So they can just hold steady. But at the same time, it's one of the things about Hype.
Gun here.
When you are a bit down as well, it can impact your confidence a little bit. You don't really want to push angles. You don't want to push B. You don't really want to get aggressive mid. You're just a bit afraid. You don't want to lose or equalize the player advantage.
30 seconds.
Riv goes down out in the open. And now it's desperation. Illumi has got massive. Can't quite get the headshot. Jerky escaping with murder, they I say, in broad daylight. And once again, the tables get turned that quickly. Hype losing the player advantage. 2v3 in the retake. Now, if there's recon arrow to come through, you got to play off of it as a team. There you go. It comes through now. Gets popped, unfortunately, but can do anything. Oh, And the boom bot damn near detecting Sky. Blast back as well. Forces Cyphex into an awkward position. They're still using util and not really going for the swings. Rain, they're not really peeking at all. Instead, just buying time with the util. The triple triangle crossfire. They should have the advantage in this situation. And there you go. Cookie for 1. Binjo picks up the slack. 11-4. And 3 gun upgrades for the boys.
Yes, this should do.
I know. And you go around for hype. Oh dear. Up against 11. Soon to be match point, I would like to think, for Rain. They've regained control. Map 2 looked a bit better at the first few rounds, I won't lie, but as time went on, it started to look a bit more one-sided, and Kiza just runs right in with a triple onto hype. Just in the Lumi, Solar and Riv dashes open the A sights. Looking for more. The quad feed, but hang on, don't find some more than you can chew at this point. Has to challenge 2 players at once, loses his life. That's a bit embarrassing. He had such a hot streak to start the round. And now hype. No armor, just trying to do the best that they can. Cookie point blank as soon as Zypex walks through. That's the end of him. Binjo blind fire catches Sky. Ay. Match point, 12-4.
Match point.
Oh. And by the way, guys, should Rain win this right now, and we go basically, sorry, not going to map 3. Should they win this, after the game ends, we're going to cut straight into a break, and I'll get a winner's interview set up, and I'll have a quick chat about what happened, and then, yeah, that's basically how it works. So even though the game may end, don't go away just yet. We got to set up the final part of the show, okay? But hey, no holds barred. It's just a possibility. Hype, they can still come back. They have a full buy this round. A lot to work with. And Zypex. Oh, and Lumi and Riv as well. That's massive damage. Cookie gets caught. Cookie damn near getting killed, but that's a lot of util being expunged just to save his life. Oh, look at that damn thing now. Ain't that a pretty sight? That ain't. The only issue is right now for the last 2 players of Rain, they are very individually split up.
Cage triggered.
Oh dear, that's a lot of Nano Swarm util to block off the angle over towards short, and that's what you like to see for Killjoy on a sense, locking off that entire lane. A flash now is all it takes coming from Riv. 0 point. Oh, just a bit too deep though. It doesn't quite catch the players. So her teammates, Illumi, will have to do some clicking here. Hang on, no. They've walked past the smoke. Riv gonna have to be eagle-eyed. Good for 1, and now this leaves Jerky in an almost unwinnable situation. Good reset, but he's on 30. He's taking too much damage. 1v3. Illumi should have this in the bag. Tap it away. There you go. All right, still match point for Rain, and still plenty of cash to burn. They ain't struggling. Jerky as well, he has the Cosmic Divide. I don't think I've seen him really use it too much in this game. They haven't really needed to. Haven't really been feeling the pressure. But Hype, still hanging on by hair's breadth. Riv with the null command has to be big money. Might honestly be the difference maker in this round here. Looking to be a heavy Beast Knight push. Illumi, go hard or go home, son. What's that one? That's a lot of players detained, I think. Oh, but the team flash, though, that ain't good. At least it forces the push back, or at least it delays it a little bit longer. Illumi's dash gone now. He had the idea in his mind that he would go for the early challenge and then just dash away. The jet privilege. Now Cookie, that's a big nade. Goes for a challenge there. Gets nothing out of it, but yeah, Cookie from beyond the grave. Martyrdom explodes Zyphex. This guy and his paint shells. Oh, it's tilting to see, I'll be honest. Sky, they're staring at his util for too long, and Kizax just pops him. Now this is rough on the defense.
Spike planted.
3v4 in the retake. Riv, unfortunately, is still alive with the null command, and there's a Cypher basically hanging out deep short. They might have a way back into this round. Very split up defense as well. They need to smoke off A main, and they might honestly have a ticket back into this, but I don't think they do. That's the main issue here. The pop flash. There you go. There's a jet smoke, but look at this. They're playing this so smart. Rain individually, just waiting, biding out the time. One player swings, one player goes down. It's all down to the last player, and I'm looking at the wrong person, but Jerky gets the final kill. 13-5. There's that game done and dusted. Rain successfully 2-0 Hype in their debut LPL Evolution Valorant game. I'll be honest, Rain, they at the end of the day, I think they kind of just had a bit of a class difference, right? Hype, at times, they had some nice plays, they had some good team play moments, but unfortunately, it wasn't quite refined. It definitely wasn't as polished as Rain, who had just overall the best idea on what to do. And of course, being comfortable, you tend to play better naturally, and that's what happens. So guys, don't go away just yet. Post-game interview about to come. Give us a few minutes, we'll set it up. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gents, that's it. A best of 3 series ended at only 2 maps. Rain Academy, they come out on top. Overall, I can't really say it was close games. Hype, they just need to work on a little bit more. It's still early season. I don't blame them. They still have much to improve on, and that's why leagues exist, and that's why they're meant for new players to basically eventually get to the top of OC. But so far, Rain Academy, that was a pretty good performance, and right now, with me, it's going to be Aero, the interviewee, and Aero, look, man, pretty good series. That was your debut performance, I believe. How you feeling about that?
Thank you. Feeling good. Feeling real sharp. Coming in, crashing the scene, that's what we're going for. But yeah.
Right, and as for Rain, you guys got picked up recently. They do have a main team, and now it's an academy team. What's the aspirations for the academy team?
Obviously reach the level, but we're just working step by step. Honestly, I think all the boys are just here to have fun right now, but we'll see where we go.
Right, fair enough. And okay, look, Valorant, it has been a couple of years since it's been out, and I do remember you playing in quite a decent level a while ago. But what's happened then? Because right now, are you still trying to grind to get into maybe a little bit of a pro scene area, or just playing for fun purely?
Yeah, it was back then. It was for fun. I actually didn't intend to come back into the scene till next year's VOT because I was actually interested in that. But
right.
I saw this opportunity with Rain Academy. I just said, fuck it, I'll just check it out. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. And then right now, this new team, academy team being scrapped together. How's things going so far?
Yeah, really good. I think most of the rounds, especially this series, we lost to ourselves. It feels like we had a lot of mistakes. We just had to touch on those. But
right.
Most of our macros, I reckon, I think we are looking good.
Right. Fair
Hopefully,
enough.
we're looking good to most people as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it does look good, especially like individually as well, and some of the
we're more individual. Yeah.
setups. Yeah. Now, in saying that, right, on map 1 on Bind, there were a few moments there, basically rounds in which you shouldn't have lost, and simply the
Yeah.
spike got defused under your noses. What happened there? Was it miscommunication, or was it simply just trusting that they would go for a jiggle?
Yeah, so that play where I got defused on,
Yeah.
I blame the teammates actually. Cookie was screaming at my ears. I couldn't hear anything.
Okay.
But you know, it was all good. Regarding the final few rounds on Vine, it was all my fault. I told the boys to just swing it for confidence, but you know, like just to get some confidence in. But yeah, we could have wrapped it up cleaner for sure, 100%.
All right. Well, hey, look, for a debut performance, not too bad. Reasonably clean maps, 2-0 series. Hope to see more of you guys. But hey, man, any final words from you?
No, just check the boys out. I reckon they're all sick as fuck. And thank you, Digital, for casting us. That was great.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, guys, there you go. That's the series done and dusted. If you like us, well, like me actually, give me a follow on Twitter. That's Digital Cast. And of course, this channel, I'll be casting some more games. And of course, that's Aero. Plug your Twitter, man.
Thank you. Twitch.tv, Airo KJZ, AIROW KJZ.
Sounds good. Promoting your own little Twitch channel. Everyone, hope you had a
Thank
great
you, thank
time.
you, thank you.
Enjoy the show. Till next time.
Appreciate it,
Enjoy your night,
Digital.
sorry.
Thank you.